Hi, it's me again. Um, so this whole video series started off as a result of COVID-19, but it seems like a lot of people are tuning in to this channel. So if you find it helpful, please share with others. Today we are going to talk about regulation, behavior, attention. I'm sure you can't picture anybody who needs any help with those areas, but it seems pretty common. So at the root of each of those is really a neurochemistry imbalance. There's all kinds of different neurochemistry that are processed in lots of areas of our brain. Each area has a specific neurochemistry that it relates to, and we have one particular chemistry that kind of governs everything else. It's called serotonin. You've probably heard of it. So it's our favorite chemical. It's our favorite neurochemical that helps us, just process, learn, engage, attend, all of those things. And how do we get more serotonin? Well, we do that by doing heavy work. Those OTs are always talking about heavy work, proprioception, things like that. So when I think of like heavy work, and with kids, I think of things like climbing, like on a play structure, or rope. I think of digging in the sand. I think of water. I think of pushing things, pulling things, yoga. If you're more towards like that preteen, early teen stage, it might even be like weightlifting, push-ups, different things that are more age appropriate. It all kind of depends on your age, but anything that you can picture along those lines, that resistive activities. To really get the most bang for your buck, you really want to do things that give you intensity and duration. So if you think of like holding planks, like a push-up, without moving, but just holding yourself there. If you can hold yourself there for 60 seconds, 120 seconds, whatever feels like a long time to you, you're going to create more neurochemistry. That intensity and duration kind of tricks your joints into thinking that there might be a problem. So then all of a sudden they send out all these endorphins and things to help recover that joint. And so as a result, you produce more good chemistry. So intensity and duration can be a good friend for building that good chemistry. When kids have like chronic behavior, emotional, social difficulties, those kinds of things, really hard time attending, they try, but it just doesn't happen. Like all those kind of chronic patterns, well, those patterns are pretty hardwired in how their brain processes information. Something happens and they just react. And they don't filter through all parts of their brains about what's going on. They just go right from sensory input to decision to react, just like I always react. By building up that neurochemistry, by getting more serotonin, by doing all those resistive activities to build that good neurochemistry, we're also going to be building up those pathways that go through the cerebellum. Our cerebellum is considered our main area of inhibition. So if you think of like any of those behavior patterns I talked about, or like with kids with attention deficit, everything that comes into them, they attend to, like they just can't prioritize or inhibit anything coming in. So it's so overwhelming and so hard to know what to pay attention to, so they just pay attention to everything. So the area of the cerebellum in your brain inhibits things, it prioritizes it filters them out, so your brain only has to process what's relevant and important. But if you always have these automatic reactions to go from input to reaction without processing information, you're never going to get a behavior change. So going back to that heavy work that builds up that good chemistry over time is also going to help wire up those processing systems that make us slow down, make us filter out, make us inhibit things, make us change our patterns. It does that because more neurochemistry is available to help wire together more of the circuitry, which helps us inhibit things, which helps us change our behavior. That's really my message for today. Go out, get lots of heavy work. Think of fun ways to do heavy work. who wants to do just work? So if you can make it fun, if you can make it a challenge, if you can set a goal, if you can measure progress, build up that intensity and that duration, build up that frequency, just keep building up that good neurochemistry. And over time, you will see those patterns change because that chemistry will be there to help wire up the right channels to process information. I hope this helps. If it helps, please share with others so that they can hear too. Have an awesome day.